In this video, I'm going to cover how further additional extrude method, okay, in, in the edit poly. So let's create a box and go to modify. Let's add 3 by 3 by 3 segments, and let's add edit poly. Okay, so another way to extrude an object in polygon mode, instead of using extrude or bevel, you can use a faster way, which is holding the shift key and then use any transformation like move, rotate or scale. It will show you different result. For example, like if you use move and then hold shift, and then if I drag it up on the z-axis, see, it extrude the surface. Again, it extrude the surface by holding shift and then drag on the direction. But the difference is with the extrude method this way is, if I select this surface and then let's say if I hold shift and then if I extrude inwards like that, it actually cuts the model up like that. See, that's the difference. Alright, this is a new thing that is being implemented starting, I think, 3D Max 2024. Okay, again, for example, if I go to polygon mode and then extrude and extrude, and let's say this one, I hold shift and then I just put it there. See, it cuts off all the object into a separate piece. Alright, so as opposed to, for example, if I add a swift loop here, let's add one more. Okay, well, let's just close this gap again. Go to polygon, hold control, select these two polygon, and you can use bridge, okay, to close the gap. Okay, so just now I hold shift and I just drag like that. Okay, but what if I extrude just by using the extrude button here, and then I just extrude inward? You see, it doesn't cut all the way through, right? So see, it just add an additional wall here. If I make this smaller and then it doesn't go through each other, then I have this kind of compartment in the 3D surface like that. So see, that's the difference between holding the shift and extrude and using the extrude or bevel button. Alright, like this one, if I hold shift and drag, see, it disappears. Or from here, hold shift, straight away it cuts like that. Alright, so there's a cutting mechanism also in the holding shift and extrude. Alright, so another way, if you combine, let's say here, if I just want to create an inset like this, okay, I can also use the shift and then scale, and then scale in the center, and actually I'm doing the inset. See, I use W for move and then hold shift and then just drag inside, and let's see, there you go. See, I have this extruded in. If I push, hold shift and drag all the way out, now it's hollow, it's empty. Okay, I'll show that again in a wireframe. Hold shift and drag, poop, poop, see that it cuts all the way out like that. So that is quite interesting. Like this, if I hold shift and drag, you will see it cuts all the way down here. See? Alright, as opposed to if I extrude from here and go through all the way down, it doesn't cut all the way through. Right, let's try that again. Hold shift, just like that. See, so you can create very interesting polygonal shape by using the shift and extrude. Just shift, drag and extrude. Right, you can also add do rotation by holding shift. See, I'm adding but this is cloning. Cancel that. Just check whether the object is still okay. Alright, hold shift how you combine and clone. So we don't want the clone, so never mind. Hold shift and drag. It does a different thing. It doesn't extrude for rotation. Okay, all right. So what else you can do with the edge extrude, with the extrude? So this is just now all I show you in the polygon mode, but what if in the vertex? Okay, so what you can do is like this. I am going to delete the whole thing and make a just plane. A plane is basically just a flat polygon face. There's no thickness. I can do more refined detail modeling this way by using the edge extrude technique. So I'm going to reduce the segment here, and I'm going to add edit poly, and in the edge extrude, of course, you have to use edge. Select the edge and then hold shift, and you see it will extend the shape. This is you can achieve very high quality detail modeling this way, and I can bridge these two. See, to close the gap, and then I can fill in the gap here by going to border, select this border, and then there's a button here called cap. It only available in the border cap. See, now I got this 3D looking model here. And I can further define the shape of these model pieces by using Swift Loop. Maybe I want to add, let's see, like this, and so I'm going to select this edge. Okay, and this edge and this edge I put it up. Alright. Okay, so I can make the curve like this. And I can use the, remember the connect, select both and use connect in the vertex. Or a faster way is use cut. You just cut this across, right click. It's important that you right click every time you already connect and want to move on to the next one, because if not, it will, you know, add like that. So you want to right click like this, click, then right click, and then you can do another cut. Okay, right click again to exit the cut tool, and now you go, there you go, you have a more detailed object. Not really that detailed, but it started with a plane and then it becomes a fully 3D object. So another example, let's try and create the plane again. Edit poly. So let's say I want to do some armor pieces. Hold shift and drag on the other side as well. Hold shift and drag. And then I can bring it down. Okay, so maybe something like this. Then I can select hold control and select these pieces. W for move, and then hold shift and then drag it down. So I left up that one. Okay. Alright. And let's say I want to use the scale and hold shift and drag to expand. Okay, and then shift and drag, push it down again. And put it all the way down here. And let's say I want to flatten this line. This line is not straightened. Here's another tips: is you use scale in all these edges or edge loop selected. I'm going to push on the Z-axis here. I'm going to push until it becomes straightened. See? Now here's a new tips. See, now it's flattened, and then I can close the cap. Use border, select this, and then cap. Alright, and then I can you shouldn't left the end gone here. Can use the cut tools and make the link together. And this one go all the way here, and this one all the way here. Alright, so you have an interesting looking 3D object here. Can be an armor piece or can be a vehicle. Double click and just chamfer this a bit, and also here as well. Wait, I double click that. Hit plus, no, don't hit plus. Just hit OK, and then move on to the next one, and also next one here. Let's select this edge also to be sharpened, and then hit the chamfer, hit OK. Alright, and then when I put the turbo smooth on top, you will see the surface is now being rendered like this. See, that is the power of using the edge extrude technique in this video. Alright, so there are more there are more models that you can achieve, a more highly detailed model just by using the edge extrude. It's a bit slow method, but it will give you more freedom to move around the 3D components to get the shape that you want. Okay.